My name is Tim Meadows and I'm a full-time operational firefighter. I'm also a Les Mills UK master trainer for body pump, grit and RPM. One of my first impressions of Les Mills and group exercise was something more for, ladies and not too many kind of guys getting about doing a bit of group exercise. It didn't quite really appeal to me at the time, and then I literally got dragged along to a body pump class. Les Mills body pump was the first big thing that really kind of got me into teaching, and I've never really looked back. The other program that has really, I think, opened up a lot of people's eyes is Les Mills Grit series. It's the high intensity program that we have, 30 minutes, and as a ex kind of semi-professional rugby player for 10 years, I've been around a while. I've done a lot of hard training, a lot of HIIT type of classes, and I can honestly say that no workout will ever beat you up as bad as grit. It will leave you breathless. It will leave you gasping for more. It will bite you real hard, but it will bite you with a bit of addictiveness. You're going to want that. You feel quite euphoric afterwards that you've accomplished such a tough workout. It's tough and it's enjoyable, but it's addictive as hell. I went on initial body pump training in March 2009, and then went on RPM initial training later in the year, roughly about 6-7 months afterwards. I was very keen to get as kind of not advanced, but try and pick up as many skills and as many improvements as I could. I wanted to be as best as I could. It's just an internal drive to always seek to improve, get constant feedback, and be a really great instructor. So I went into my AIM 1 for body pump pretty early. Within about 9-10 months of being qualified, went on body pump AIM 1. I found it really enjoyable, and then fairly soon after that, to be honest, I probably jumped into AIM 2 a little too quickly. I thought, along with how I thought group exercise was going to be, it's going to be quite easy. Body pump is just about lifting weights and smashing people and really trying to get people to lift as much as they could and all that kind of stuff. And my very early AIM 2, it was a great learning experience. I took so much away from it, but at that point I knew there was so much more. After I picked up my elite status for RPM, so I had elite status in body pump and RPM, I had a surprise email from the head trainer Dave Kyle, inviting me down to the Les Mills UK training team boot camp, which we came down for 2 days down to head office and auditioned for our 2 main programs. So it was quite an intensive weekend, really enjoyable, really fun. Luckily enough, I got taken onto the team for body pump and RPM. Since joining the Les Mills UK training team roughly about 1.5 years ago, it's basically just been a lot of development. It's been a steep learning curve of knowing where you are, knowing your place, knowing that there's a little bit of potential there, but being quite humble in where you've come from and realizing that there's still a long way to kind of go. Certain things can happen quite quickly. You can improve on one aspect fairly quickly, but some other times, depending on your own your own personality, your own background, some things might take a little bit longer. My little philosophy is just to head down and work. That's the only way it is. Highlights of being on the Les Mills UK training team so far, I would probably pick 2. First one would be shadowing and presenting at the One Live events. It's a massive buzz. Our One Live events are fantastic. It's a rock star fitness event. The music, the lights, everything. But I really enjoy the satisfaction that I get from going on to the initial training modules and helping, say, 15-20 people that are coming onto a body pump or a grit training module weekend. They're really raw, they're really excited, they don't know much about Les Mills, and you work with them intently for 2 days. And the back of that 2 days, more often than not, 100% of the class will get a pass if they worked hard enough and deserve it. And then they've gone from scratch into somewhere now they can safely go out into the public and teach their members body pump or grit, RPM. And just seeing them progress in that 2 days is fantastic. Giving them the kind of tools, giving them a little bit of belief, giving them the right type of feedback that's going to make the improvement. What's next on my Les Mills journey? I'm not really sure. I have a couple of 2015 goals. I'm hoping to be involved as many One Live events as I can. I'm hoping to be involved as many training modules as I can, and essentially just be a good positive presence within the team, within social media, and within my local clubs. I would strongly recommend anybody who thinks they fit or thinks that they're strong to come into a body pump or a Les Mills grit class, and and just see how you get on. You might be surprised how tough it is, and you might be surprised as to how much you enjoy it, and you might get that little niggle, that little urge to actually be the instructor in the front and driving along the members and being the inspirational role model that we want you to be.